Hi everyone, welcome to Back to School Night. My name is Ms. Clarkson and I teach Red Choir, Chamber Singers, and the Nautilus Choirs here at Ashley Hall. So welcome to our class page and let's get started talking about what our class is like. What excites me about our course? There are so many things that excite me about this fall. I am so happy to be back in the classroom with the girls and seeing them and hearing them sing and working on wonderful music in preparation for our two upcoming concerts, the fall concert and our Christmas play. What do I want to see our girls accomplish? I want them to feel confident in their ear training and their vocal technique while they're at home. And this has been a big learning curve for all of us this year. We're used to singing with our classmates really close to us and relying on each other to learn our music. But this fall, we're having to record at home. And that means learning in class how to sing the part and then remembering how to do it when you're home, having to record alone. This fall, we're having to use Music First, a software program, to record all of our fall and Christmas play recordings. So our girls are using Soundtrap, which is one of the programs in Music First, to record the audio for each piece and then submit it as part of a larger choral collaboration. And this has been a huge learning curve for all of us, and I've been so proud of the girls for learning the software, being team players, helping each other out, and finding what our weaknesses are and facing them head on to make this a very successful fall. What do I expect of our girls each week? I want them to be very comfortable with Google Classroom and how to find their assignments each week. And also, if you're virtual, find our virtual classes on Google Calendar. This has been a big part of our weeks 1 through 6 so far, finding their weekly agenda, which has our assignments and links for work for the day that will then take them to Music First, where they can complete their assignments individually. So before going into any more detail about class, I wanted to introduce you to Music First and have you take a look at Soundtrap and Noteflight that your girls are using every day. All right, parents, so here we are in our Screencastify, and I'm going to walk you through what it's like to be your daughters and use Music First. So this is my login here. I'm just going to be me today. And you can see I have all of our classes here. And I'm going to choose Red Choir. You can see all of the recent activity. They have tons of people turning in their assignments for this week and last week. And we're going to go to, let's go to Noteflight. And this week, your girls have an assignment to practice This Little Light of Mine with Noteflight. So I'm going to choose soprano twos and open up our composition. Each girl has a different piece of sheet music that has their vocal part on it, soprano 2, soprano 1, or alto. And I've arranged for each girl to practice along with just their part isolated. And how Noteflight works is it can be used as a compositional tool or it can be used as a practice tool. And so we're going to use it as a practice tool this week. And for example, we're going to press play. And it begins playing our piece. You follow this cursor and know when to come in. So I'm going to go ahead and press stop, but you get the gist of it. The girls get to go through their whole entire piece and sing along with just their pitches. And see where their errors are. They can also record it and send it to me and turn it in for a grade, for a practice grade. This has been so helpful and us getting ready for our recording on Friday. Now I'm going to go back and go into Soundtrap, which is where we are going to be recording. So back to our software here. We've got many different programs within Music First. We're going to go to Soundtrap today. And I wanted to show this to you in case your girls, your daughter needs help at home and you can, walk this through with her. So while everything's loading, you can see that I have everyone's parts and classes separated out. And the girls did a great job. We had a practice run through of just a simple round last week for them to practice using Soundtrap. But this week we're going to focus on just this little light of mine to do our very, very first official submission. So I'm going to choose the soprano ones this time, and this is our Soundtrap Studio. Loading. Here we go. So I'm just imagining it now. By this time on Friday, we'll have all of these voices loaded. So as you can see, Soundtrap is a collaborative software that I can invite only people that are soprano 1 to join us and to sing on this specific track. So I've gone ahead and loaded up everybody's track line where they're going to add their voice, start recording, and it's going to count down. And they will just select and record. And then Miss Brock, our accompanist, has already recorded the accompaniment track, and we just sing along with it to record. So your daughter should have a couple of things when she is working on her assignments. And one thing is, of course, her computer. Second thing is her headphones. Okay. A nice set of headphones would be great, just so we don't have a lot of static or other, background noises in the recording that she's making. And then, then once she's locked in, she can sing into this part of it. So it's a nice clear sound. If we're having sound issues, we have a microphone at school that she has access to, and to make sure it sounds really nice. And then she should have her sheet music in front of her to read along and sing along with. So it seems pretty cut and dry, but it is very complex, which makes sure that everybody's voice lines up exactly right so we can use their track and make the recording. And I'm hoping that making this little light of mine will be a 2-week project and that we can move on to our next piece for the Christmas play. So I hope you enjoyed this little preview of what your daughters are working on in class and at home. And I'm here to help if you have any questions. All right, bye. I want to close out my video with just saying thank you so much to all the parents for supporting the Performing Arts Department during COVID and during the 2021 school year. Your students have worked so hard to learn these programs in such a short amount of time, and it's challenging. So give your girls a pat on the back. And again, if you ever need anything, please reach out to me and I would be happy to talk to you all. I hope you'll have a great rest of the night. Nice to see you again. Bye.